Well, I started this off at 69 kgs and now I am down to 6. Hi my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you've already been here and subscribed to my channel and you have been supporting, thank you very much for your continued support. Now, without further ado, I want to go ahead and address my 14-day juice and smoothie fast. Whew. It was not easy. It has not been easy, and I've still got 2 more weeks to go of this particular fast, and part of me is excited, part of me is still nervous, but at the same time I am so curious because I want to see how my body takes to this particular challenge, this fast. And I'm really hoping that all the benefits that I've seen of what smoothies and juices can do to your body will actually manifest. And I felt like I just needed something to kick start my body again, so hopefully this will be the remedy. And as you can see, I've got my carrot, ginger and lemon smoothie, which is super delicious. I already had a whole glass this morning. This is my second glass, and I just wanted to basically do this video before the days pass because they are flying by. So I wanted to touch base with you before I go any further. So let's get straight onto it. So one of the things that I've noticed almost immediately was that my skin has improved. The quality and texture of my skin has improved significantly, and I can probably only guess it's because I'm getting the purest vitamins and minerals as well as hydration from these fruits and vegetables. And it's so obvious that even when I apply my foundation, I barely use as much as I used to before, because obviously now my skin texture looks a lot better, the hyperpigmentation is starting to fade, and I also just feel like I don't actually really need the foundation as such. It's just because it's a habitual thing that I do. But now I've noticed that I don't really need as much, and this texture on my skin is a lot more better. So I feel as though the raw fruits and vegetables are definitely responsible for making me feel and look better when it comes to my skin. It feels a lot more plumper, a lot more hydrated. Even when I moisturize, I see this nice glow and shimmer to my skin that I could never achieve regardless of what skincare treatment I did, whether it was a 10-step or 3-step, it didn't matter. I feel and I see the difference now, and I am very happy with it. Now, the next thing that I noticed is that my sleep has continued to improve. And I mean improve. When I sleep, I feel so relaxed. When I'm awake or when I wake up and my alarm goes off in the morning, I'm not as groggy as I used to be before. And I'm not sure whether that's because my digestive system isn't working as hard during the day. And you know, it does a lot of work for us. So don't think about it. You just put food in your mouth and you forget about it. But without being too TMI, your gut does a lot of work. And by giving it less work to do, I think that is also helping me with my sleep, because just about everything you're putting into your body is pure vitamins, minerals, just raw goodness. So yeah, my sleep has definitely improved. So sticking to the conversation about the gut, one thing I've actually noticed as well is that the bloating around the abdominal, the stomach area has really reduced, and I don't even feel that bloatedness that I used to feel. There's certain things that I would eat in the past, or just not even in the past, just last month, and I could instantly feel my gut, you know, kind of like bloating and feeling uncomfortable and just not in the best form that I could be in. And I'm super excited that now I can definitely say 0 bloatedness, and if and when I do kind of feel a little bit of discomfort, I just drink some room temperature or warm water, especially when my stomach is growling and asking for more smoothies and juices. That's probably as much discomfort as I get, but other than that, no bloating, which is absolutely phenomenal. Like, I am not complaining, I am here for it. And to add to that as well, it's kind of strange how you would think you would be craving food more and more because you're not eating it, especially cooked food or fried foods or the things that you'd normally kind of go for before. But I feel like my cravings are reducing like day by day, my cravings are more or less disappearing, which is great because of course I'm only on day 14. I need to make it to day 30. So I am very, very ecstatic about that, because the last thing I want is to be seeing everything and wanting to jump on it. So I'm not sure whether it's something whereby it's a mind over matter thing, or whether the veggies and fruits are in a way not neutralizing, but they are cleansing my palate, cleansing my craving wiring in my brain. I do not know how it works. If you are a clinician or a nutritionist, comment below, but whatever it is, my cravings are almost down to 0. So now for the disadvantages, because I feel as though it's also good to speak about the advantages and disadvantages so people know what to expect, and to also keep this 100% real. So the first disadvantage I would say, which is one you may not expect, is having to explain to people what you're doing and why you're doing it. And after a while, you kind of get tired of explaining it to people, especially when they think you're joking, or when they think that it's unreasonable, or perhaps they might think that it's not realistic and it's not healthy. Now, all I can say to this is use your best judgment, use your discernment on how and who you'd choose to explain yourself to. Remember, at the end of the day, it is your health, it is your life, and it is up to you to make the decisions that are right for you. Now, luckily for me, my family and friends have been very understanding, but every once in a while you do get that odd stare and the question of, are you not going to eat? That's not real food, you know. So it does get a little bit awkward, but don't worry, you know, channel your inner grace and find a way to respond to people in the most diplomatic way possible. And if you cannot give someone an answer, just don't, you know, don't get into any back and forth as to why you're doing it. But all I want you to remember is it's your body, it's your health, and only you can make that decision. So I've had some tough-ish conversations with people about this, but overall, the people who support you will get it and they will just leave you be. So that's the number one disadvantage, is having to explain yourself to people, because what this can actually do is it can seep into your psyche, and then you're now going to start thinking, wait, am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? But of course, listen to yourself, listen to your body. If you feel like you've gotten to that, say for example, day 3, day 6, day 7, and you're totally over it and you feel fine, you've achieved what you want, and now you can start to ease your way back to eating not whole food as such, but cooked foods or whatever. Just do what is right for you. Don't force yourself to stick it up to 14 days, 30 days if your body is not complying with you or agreeing with what you're doing. So that's number one, and I just wanted to put that in there because you will face a ton of questions when people just see you with juices and smoothies all day long. Now, closely linked to number one is number 2, which is temptation to eat food. It's really bizarre. The level of cravings might go down, but the temptation placed around you, it's like it's amplified when you're on any kind of fast, not just a smoothie and juice fast. At least we even get to have fruits and vegetables. There are people who only have a dry fast or a water fast, which is a lot harder. So I've just found that last week and this week as well, it's just as though everyone is giving out free donuts, free brownies. We had a food taster thing at work. You've got friends inviting you out and you're that person asking for fresh juice, and some restaurants for some bizarre reason don't even have fresh juice on offer. So basically sat there with a glass of water with maybe a little piece of mint and lime, and you're like, yep, this is my meal until I get home and have my smoothie and juice. So it is tough, but if you want to see the results that you know you deserve, you will definitely push through. But if you do cave and you have something to eat, don't be too hard on yourself. Have some grace, and when you get back home, have your smoothie, have your juice, have water, and do better the following day. So I don't want you to be punishing yourselves. I don't want you to be guilting yourselves. Just find a way to motivate yourself and to also remind yourself of your why. As I said, my why may not be as major as someone else's why. If somebody wants to lose weight and they want to kickstart their weight loss journey, if they're having health issues and they're hoping that this will be the key to solving that, your why might even be stronger than mine. But all I'm saying is, if you do face some temptation, it's okay, it happens. So all I want you to know is temptations will come, is how you deal with them. Don't worry, I got you. We're here together as a community. You are in safe hands, okay? So for all of you who actually love going to the gym, love working out, or just like to exert a ton of energy by walking really fast or whatever it might be. One thing I have noticed for myself, and I'm not saying that this is a rule, is that try to stick to low impact exercises until your body adjusts to just fruits and vegetables, because initially your body will still be waiting for what you always feed it for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So it's adjusting, and you may feel that you get hungry a lot more initially, and then you also may notice that your energy levels are not where they need to be. When you do, say for example, if you normally commute into work, you may find that you get a little bit more tired initially because your body's asking for maybe those heavy proteins and whatever, and the carbs that you'd normally eat. So I would say stick to low impact exercises. I have been enjoying walking. I'm a lover of walking anyway, so for me, I've just been keeping it to walking. I did consider going back to my couch to 5k just to get back into running, and I was like, no Sheila, you are doing too much. Relax, that's it. Don't do too much, because your body needs to adapt and adjust to with what you're fueling it, because we have to think about this as us fueling our system, fueling our bodies to get us where we need to get to and to allow us to do what we want to do. So try to keep things low impact. So this is a disadvantage for those of you who do like to work out, is that you may not be able to work out at the pace that you want to work out at, or usually work out at, in the initial stages. Maybe once your body has adapted and you do want to do this for longer than 14 days, 30 days, however many days you want to do it at, maybe by then your body would have adjusted, just like mine, I feel, has already adjusted to this particular way of eating. So yeah, if you are a keen person when it comes to working out, this may be a little bit tricky in initial phases. Okay, so someone actually asked me which supplements I've been taking while doing the smoothie and juice fast or challenge, and I just wanted to share those with you right now. I'm not too sure whether my camera will focus, but I'll put a list of everything that I'm taking. So the first thing you may have seen me take is this right here. This is the liquid chlorophyll, which I've been taking every single day in the morning with a large glass of room temperature water or warm water. And this is supposed to be great for flushing out the toxins in your body, so allowing your body to actually have a proper detox. I'll put more details of what liquid chlorophyll does on a screen or in the description box as well. So this was something that I saw that was highly recommended. Now the other thing which a majority of us need is vitamin D, and I try to get the strongest strength possible. And this is obviously something that all of us need and we lack, especially when you're living in a country whereby the sun comes out to shine for 2.5 seconds and then disappears. And even in the summer, it's like we're borrowing the sun. It's non-existent. So I basically always dose up on the vitamin D, but I've tried my level best to actually stay on top of taking my vitamins, and I tried to arrange them properly. I'll see whether I've got a snippet of this. I arranged them into a little kind of vitamin organizer or pill organizer, so I make sure that I don't miss a day, so that way I know that my body is getting all these supplements that it needs while I'm also having the raw vegetables and fruits. Now the other thing I have, and my ladies, you need this in your life. This is the cold pressed evening primrose. And this is actually recommended for ladies from the moment you actually start your menstrual cycle, so in your early teens up until and past menopause. So this is something that is super good when it comes to hormonal balance, and also I feel actually helps me a lot with cramps and stuff like that. So if you do actually get the period cramps, or you feel like you have really heavy and painful periods, this can be very, very helpful. I will put all the benefits to all of these vitamins in the description box below, because I don't want to keep this video long, but these are the 3 vitamins I've been taking alongside iron, which I need. But as you can imagine, because I'm taking all the green smoothies, I'm getting the natural iron from the green smoothies as well as supplementing as well. So you can always supplement with whatever your doctor recommends, whatever you feel you need. These are the 4 that I'm using right now, and they've been working pretty fine. I feel fine. They're probably part of the reason why my skin is feeling better and looking better, because I'm being consistent with them. So I think that's another thing to bear in mind. Every single thing that I've mentioned in this video with regards to whether it's smoothies, whether it's the juicing, whether it's the supplements, be consistent with it if you want to see the good and full results of your challenge. If you're inconsistent, you may get some of the results, but it may be a bit of hit and miss, so up to you. So that has been the majority of the things that I have noticed, positives and negatives of doing the smoothie and juice fast, along with the supplements that I have been taking. And I would like to do another video for you with regards to how I actually prep my juices, just to keep this a little bit short. And hopefully in that video I will also be able to give you a few tips on how you can actually survive the juice fast without being constantly hungry. And I may also just give you an idea of the times of when I do actually take my smoothies, to make sure that I am satiated and I don't necessarily feel like I want to go ahead and snack or binge on something that I shouldn't be binging on. So I hope that you have found this video helpful. And oh, before I forget, I know someone out there is asking me, how much weight have you lost? Because that's why I'm doing this for. Well, I started this off at 69 kgs and now I am down to 63 kgs. Now I will write that down in pounds on the screen, and it is pretty crazy to think that I've barely done any intense workouts. I've not necessarily done anything extreme as such, but by having things that are wholesome, that are nutritious, that are raw, it's helped me to drop the pounds or the kilograms without trying too hard. So until next time, stay tuned. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below, or also if you have done this challenge, let me know. And until next time, my lovelies, bye bye.